Hey guys, Cuntry Cuz here. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Hicktown Halloween. So today we're doing a floating wine bottle. This can be an indoor Halloween decoration, and all this stuff I did not have to buy for this build. I'm sure we bought it, but it's been a while back, so you should have everything you need for this easy tutorial in your house right now. Like right now, I had a plastic wine bottle or a plastic coffee flavoring bottle, and I painted it black with my spray paint that I threw away, and I put poison on the front. Alright, I have a young daughter, well, 20 something years old, and she likes creepy stuff, so she's got this cup for me to use, and she has a lot of drinking cups that have these straws in them. And guess what? My wife has a fountain, and it works. So all I did for this was took the fountain apart, which is easy, and luckily, oh, you need a wire hanger. If you're posh and all you have is plastic hangers, go next door and get one from your friend. Alright, so luckily, like I said, our fountain works. You can order these off of Amazon. It's a little fountain pump, and mine is adjustable. I can turn it down with this button, or I can turn it up. So with the straws, you kind of got to find one that fits. So this one fit, but it was too long, and since it is for a cup, and we can wash it, I didn't want to cut it. So I found another one, and it fits. You got to shove it down in here like that, and here's where your hanger comes in. Take your hanger and you get some snips. Snip that side, and you snip that side. You throw the rest away, and you got this, and it will go in here to give your bottle some support. So I previously cut one to fit this build, and it does this, goes on here, and voila. You don't have to buy nothing special for this. Luckily, my fountain has a light, so that's even cooler. And unfortunately, we don't have a black cup, and like I said, I didn't want to paint this one. So I took a piece of black plastic that I found out here in the shop. I think it was to a paint tray. And I stick it down in there to hide my fountain. So with this fountain, take this light and you just put it over the straw. Like that. And you got to play with the water depth, just to make sure your pump has enough upward pull to get it up the straw and into the bottle. Alright, so there we go. Make sure the straw is down in there good, and the hanger is down in there good. And mine has suction cup, so it sticks to the bottom of this plastic cup. So you stick it in there. Make sure it's good and suction to the bottom. Now that, okay, here's the dilemma I had. I've seen people drill a hole in their cup, splice their wire. All you do is mark one side of the wire, cut it, strip it back with your wire strippers, and run them together. You can get heat shrink or black tape works. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to drill a hole in it, so I may put a raven on here later or something. But, you know, it's going to be dark. Ain't nobody going to see it. Alright, and I didn't want to use regular water, but I do have water, and I just so happen to have these, what is it, dye. I have this dye in my pocket. I don't have red, unfortunately, but I have blue. I'll put a couple drops of blue in there. I say I am. There's 1 drop, 2 drops, 3, 4, 5, And then I'm going to put some green in there. Blue and green make a darker color. Alright, set that aside. And then take your top, put it on there, shake it up a little bit. Ooh, look at that green. That looks like lime Kool-Aid. I guess you could use that too. If you ain't got food coloring, you can use Kool-Aid, I would imagine. Probably wouldn't hurt your pump. So now, I'm going to throw a counterweight in there. I can't glue this to anything. So I got me a socket. If you have a husband, or surely you have some kind of toolkit around, just grab the heaviest socket you got, drop it in there, and then add your water. Now you're going to have to mess around with this step to where you have enough water in there to pull up through the straw, but you also have enough water in there to keep the pump going. And if you leave this on for a long time, the water will evaporate. So you got to make sure you check the water level. And you just put your bottle on there. Hold on, I guess my hanger got bent back another way. Alright, this was working earlier. Like I said, you kind of got to play with the positioning and all that good stuff. So, let me try this again, guys. Of course, now it's not working. It's going to work. Cuntry Cuz says it's going to work. So it's going to work. Maybe I got to put it. Anyway, you get the idea, guys. Maybe my pump ain't in there the right way. We're having technical difficulties, and it's going to work, like I said. So we'll reposition. Maybe I don't have my straw in there right. It's good to have some handy dandy paper towels nearby. That's what it was. My wire hanger wasn't down far enough. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Alright, now you put your thing back on there. And put your pump back in here. Thusly. Counterweight. Then your poison. It works. Maybe my hanger ain't strong enough. It was earlier though. Dadgummit. I may just edit this part out. Huh. Alright. We're going to go with that. Alright guys. Now watch this step. Make sure your hands are dry. Grab your plug. Because you don't want to get shocked. And you plug it in. Well, you make sure the male goes in the male hole and the female goes in the female hole. And voila. You have a working, floating wine bottle. Now you can use any color. You can use red, you can use blue, green, whatever. I've seen people drop a little piece of dry ice in there to make it smoke. I guess if your cup was big enough, if you watched my pond fogger video, you could drop a pond fogger in there, I would imagine. You might have to make a little shelf to where your water is perfectly deep, but I don't know, kind of sky's the limit, guys. Whatever you want to do with this little build, it's up to you. So, you know, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, notification bell. You know, I do reply to comments. If you have a comment, or if you want to check out any kind of my other Halloween videos, my Halloween videos are doing pretty good, and I'm super excited. I've got more subscribers So before you know it, Cuntry Cuz may be a daily name or a more recognizable. Hey, did you see what Cuntry Cuz did? No, I didn't. Well, you need to go check it out. So, thanks, guys.